Welcome back to Let's Read Judge Dredd. Today's episode does not have a name. Here we go. I have to report to Dredd. He's dealing with the siege. Wait here. You was rookie? And in the background we've got a store called, looks like Billa, or maybe something with Billa in its name. There's a hottie house that somebody has stuck a sign on so it reads "Hotties are murder." It's Shapiro's kosher hottie house, apparently. Ba-doom, kerrang! Aye! Yeah, good luck, kid. You're gonna need it. When he catches sight of the rookie, his jaw drops. Rookie Dredd reporting for duty, sir. Rico? Joseph and Rico Dredd, as brothers, you came into the academy. As brothers, you earned the right to wear the half-eagle badge and call yourself Rookie Judge. Never forget, you are cadets of the blood, cloned from the father of justice himself. You carry forward into the future a proud lineage. Good luck, Rico. No worries, Joe. We'll whack it. Just Dredd, sir. They never got around to giving me a first name. We've met before in the manner of speaking. You led a cursed Earth mission. 5 clone units had been abducted. You're one of those Fargo clones? I believe my DNA was extracted from you, sir. Routine tissue sample. Comes to the same thing, I guess. They didn't tell you? No, they didn't. I thought we gave those clones to Texas City. You did. They transferred me back after Necropolis to help make up the shortages. It was TC gave me my name. Guess they wanted their own Dredd. If they're not happy. If you're not happy with it, it can be changed. The name's just a name. If you qualify, it might be necessary. If you qualify. I wouldn't expect it, sir. You know the rules. You get one chance. This is it. I'm not going to cut you any slack because you happen to be me. We have a roving commission patrol at our discretion unless otherwise directed. It's all yours. Rookie Dredd on duty control, leaving Hottie House, Electric Way. Any instructions? Go to mezzanine level, Paternoster Plaza, Juice Medicine Shop. It was an eerie feeling watching his own double, himself, younger of course, undamaged by a life on the streets of the most violent city on earth, but otherwise exact in every detail. It's not the first time. There had been Rico, and the Kraken, and the Judah. This version is no different. If there's a fault, this version is no different. Strong, swift, confident, totally at home on the streets, sure of his judgment. When needed, be lethal. If there's a fault and he hesitates to call that, it's a certain rigidity and unbending quality to his judgments. I don't care how upset you are. 5 years for attempted suicide. 30 days for the lip. But. 40. Keep it up, creep. That ain't right. He's just bullying the poor guy. He's been the same himself at that age. He likes to think he's more flexible, more easygoing now. You live and learn. You want 30 days yourself, mouth? Button it. Why give the boy to him? Why'd they done the same with Kraken? Is it just courtesy? Do they think there's something he alone can impart, some kind of clone bonding? Or is there a deeper message? He's not getting any younger. And we're pulling up to the Swift Kick Saloon. He wonders, as he had with Kraken, is this version of himself, to be his replacement? The situation is a distraction. He spent his whole life building up to this moment. He needs to concentrate. Instead, he finds himself stealing glances at the older Dredd, fascinated despite himself. A strange thought that he and the great man are the same, clone brothers, more than brothers, exact copies. That's what he will become, how he will look, should he last that long. And in this city, the odds are not good. Any more for any more? Enough! Jeez, kid's as bad as old Dreddy. Same, but different. DNA can be duplicated. Experiences never can. And this man comes with a weight of history. Let's take a break. There's another thought, one that keeps repeating in his mind. This is the same man who shot dead his own clone brother Rico, who had failed the rookie Kraken and later killed him too. As clones go, it's not a good track record. Hey Jimmy, fancy Wait, where's this coming from? Hey Jimmy, fancy a wee break in the Calham? Lose yourself. Right, sorry I spoke. You were harsh on that attempted suicide. I let the damage to the garbage grinder go. That would have been another 18 months right there, if anything. I was too lenient. Fair enough. In that case, you should have let him know it. Right. I see the point. I see. Point taken. Does Joe Dredd have a problem with competition, or is there another explanation? But the implications of that one are terrible to contemplate. Any questions you want to ask me? Well, you want to know about Rico? There's a sign, but it's backwards to us and I can't read it. That's what I'd want to know. You can understand why Kraken fouled up. He'd been twisted by the Judah. It's Rico that bothers you. Sir? No doubt they fed you some kind of sanitized version at the academy. Now you want the truth because you're afraid there's something in all of us, in the blood, that makes us inherently bad. Yes. All right, I'll tell you what I can. I guess it's not a pretty story, but I guess you have the right to know. What you make of it is up to you. Rico was more than my brother. He was me in a different body, my duplicate. Welcome to the Academy of Law. Each and every one of you has been granted a rare and special privilege, the opportunity to become a judge of Mega City 1. From this moment forth, you will dedicate your lives to the achievement of that aim. Big Rico and Little Joe. Oh, Big Rico and Little Joe, that's what they used to call us. His joke. He'd been taken out of the clone tank 12 minutes before me, so he was Big Brother, but we were always equals. Joe and Rico, Rico and Joe, the Dredd brothers. You couldn't put a blade of a boot knife between us. In the years to come, many of you will fall by the wayside. That is unfortunate but necessary, for only the very best can be allowed to succeed. In your hands will lie the power of life or death, the right of judgment upon your fellow citizens. We were rivals, sure. We both realized that that was necessary, that it would make us better judges. But when I needed a helping hand, Rico was always there. When Rico was in trouble, he knew he could rely on me. Get down, Rico. Being blood cadets, we were always under the microscope. It made us try even harder. It irritated some of the others. You bloods think you're something real special. You need bringing down a peg. We're invoking cadets' rights. We don't want to fight you, but we will if we have to. Oh, no! We had no family, no ties outside the academy. Maybe it was better that way. You don't mess with the Dredds. Oh, you don't mess with the Dredds. Oh, you don't mess with the Dredds. Come on, Rico, we better go report ourselves for fighting. The point is, we're the same. Neither of us thought he was any better than the other. Then things changed. The first time I noticed anything different was after the hot dog run. Renegades had been terrorizing travelers in the Radlands. We'd been detailed to disperse them. Little Joe! Hang on, I'm coming. Get back, it won't take your weight. Rico! Rico! He had a fractured skull, a broken arm, had to have a cultured spleen fitted. He made a full recovery, or so they said. Break! Oh, I was reading it in the wrong voice, sorry. But there was something different about him. I could see it. If they couldn't. As the months passed, the change grew more marked. In everything we did, he seemed desperate to beat me, to be the better one of us. It wasn't the old rival anymore. Winning had become too important to him. Zuck! Ugh! You said, just teaching you a valuable lesson, little Joe. Expect the unexpected. You should thank me. It'll save your life one day. We weren't equals anymore. He'd started believing the big Rico, little Joe stuff. He was always better. His marks were always higher. He fought harder and shot straighter. At least that's how he saw it. I humored him. It made him happy. Maybe I shouldn't have. I felt responsible. The accident happened because he was trying to help me. You think something happened in the accident to his mind? I don't know. Maybe the radiation. We found about 1 million rads in that pit. He was lying there for a good 10 minutes. After we both made full judge, things really started to go wrong. The review board called me in. Rico was returning too high a body count. There were complaints of assault, arrestees beaten up in custody. They didn't want to take any action because he was Fargo's clone. They wanted me to speak to him. He'd taken a luxury hab in Old Town. Sounds strange today, I know, but back then the standards had been allowed to slip. They tightened up a lot under Goodman. So the bigwig sent little Joe to give Big Rico a lecture, huh? You're drunk, Rico. Everything all right, honey? Just my other half come to give me an earache. But leave us be, honey. Little Joe can be real mean when he takes a mind. Where are you getting the money for all of this? Wouldn't you like to know? It's got to stop, Rico. You can't keep breaking the rules. I do what I want. I'm a judge. I make the rules. I say the word, boom, you're gone. So don't tell Big Brother what to do, Joey. Get this through your head. You're not my big brother. You never were. You and me are the same. You and me, there's something wrong with you. You're me, and there's something wrong with you. Do something, or I will. Gotta interrupt, sir. Take a look at the stall, flathead with the face debris. They're looking for a pup with that description in the Bosby kidnap. Car described was a Ford Slabster, too. Could fit a lot of people. Something about the guy. He's jumpy. Has left his door open and his engine running. Doesn't want to be here any longer than he has to. Okay, I'll buy that. It's your hunch. Run with it. High above, he can pick out the cameras covering the chow stop. Control, request urgent ID on suspect now crossing the dog Ford Slabster by the stall wall at the public surveillance unit. Subject is identified as Meeks Kenneth J., also Meek the Geek. Served a total of 11 years in various ISO blocks. Specialist in battery and extortion, released B1B 101 Thursday last. Current address, Frisbee Stackers, Sector 20. Meeks matches suspect described loitering near no grab baths where Busby was kidnapped. General demeanor gives grounds for suspicion. Am in pursuit. Request check on Meek's cubicle at the Frisbee Stackers for any link to the kidnapping. The trail leads to a bar on Lurch Street. Rookie Dredd to control. Suspect now entering Song Dog Bar. Want helmets covering the rear exit. Let me know when they're in place. That's a roach. While we're watching, we can get a look inside the bar from the front of these L shells. He's seen enough already to pass the rookie. No one knows better than he what the boy is capable of. Still, at least see some investigation out. This investigation out. Give his young duplicate plenty of opportunity to screw up. Let no one say he ever took anything easy on a clone. There he is. Taking drinks to the back. That's what the food was for. Feeding the other kidnappers. And the victim, assuming the victim's still alive. You don't think you're making too many assumptions? Don't think so. You were telling me about Rico? I was waiting for Rico when he left the academy. I assumed he knew I was watching. That's the trouble with being clones. Hard to keep anything from the other. He led me on a tour, one criminal enterprise to another. At every one there was a payoff. I was wondering when you'd show up, little Joe. Oh no, the two of you! You're not gonna let this rest, are you, little brother? Okay, two ways it can go. Either we work together, or one of us doesn't leave here alive. Which is it to be, Joe? Stick with me, I'll show you how to be a very rich man. I've seen all I want to see, Rico. No, Joe, I don't think you have. You haven't seen what happens to scum who don't pay it, who don't do as I say. We're at, looks like, Max Somebody Copiers Ltd. Please, Rico, I can't pay you anymore. You'll pay with your life then. This doesn't have to be a problem, Joe. We can make it look like an accident. No way, Rico. I'm taking you in. You take me? Don't make me laugh. I was always better. Too bad, little Joe, but one of us has to go. You're not going to shoot me. Damn you, Joe, fire. Why don't you fire? Bam, 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 bam. He wanted you to kill him? That's what it seemed like. I think Rico realized something was badly wrong. Deep down, he was appalled by what he had become. He couldn't kill me. He couldn't kill me. His other self. He hadn't learned to hate me. Not then. Faced with the choice between humiliation and death, he chose death. But he didn't reckon on me taking him in alive. The result was Titan. That's where Rico finally did learn to hate me.
Controlling rookie Dredd units now in position rear of Song Dog Bar.
So take it how you will. Either something happened to Rico to make him go so wrong, or nothing happened, and the potential for evil is within us all. I like to think it's the former, but the thought that it might not be has always kept me vigilant. Let it do the same for you. I will.
Kidnapped victim Busby has been found.
What?
Perpetrators are in custody. Your suspect Meeks is not involved. Repeat, not involved. Backup units required elsewhere. Do you wish to cancel your operation?
Negative, Control. Maintain backup. We're going in. You sure you want to do this? Still think there's something worth investigating. The suspect's whole demeanor said guilty. Okay, your call. No hostage needed for subterfuge. We take him head on. This is a raid. Everybody freeze. Crash. Don't shoot. I ain't got nothing to do with it. To do with what? What's going on down there? A wave of relief. He hasn't fouled up. Clear the bar. Cut off the barman. Inform Control. They're going to need medics, trauma team, a few body bags, no doubt. The cellar leads to the back room. Probability is there's the rats down there. Don't know what's about to drop on them. Must be soundproof. Knowing what's happening on the other side of that door. No! They're coming! Help me! God, run! Crash! Go in blazing. Show no mercy. The creeps are the lowest form of the low. Ah! Switch off the images flooding the victim's brains. Images of terror, of danger, of violence, designed to excite the body's fight or flight response. No! To produce pure human adrenaline, the key ingredient in the executive mind explosion they call ZAP. Confirm, we have an adrenaline factory. Control, we've got several discards, 3 for the cubes. Charge will be murder plus. What sentence, rookie? Life with no remission. That includes the bombing. That ain't fair. I didn't have no part in it. You knew what was going on. That makes you part of it. Checking the ownership of the Song Dog. Haul in everyone connected for questioning. I want the whole ring. Yo. Makes you shudder. You learn about these things. You visit the crime scene, but nothing prepares you. The depths of human depravity. You never get used to it. There's worse than this, believe me. For a moment it crossed my mind you might fail me if I came up blank. Then I realized I'd have failed you if you let a couple. Then I realized you'd have failed. You'd have let a. Then I realized you'd have let a couple. You'd have failed. I'd have failed if you let a couple of setbacks stop you pursuing your investigation. Wait, is that Dredd talking? I'd have failed you if you let a couple of setbacks stop you pursuing your investigation. You had ample grounds for suspicion. Your instincts about Minx were right. He was up to something. Even if he hadn't been it, it was your duty to find out. Satisfied? You'll do. Report yourself for a full eagle. About the name. Change might be a good idea. Avoid confusion. Already given the matter some thought. If you don't mind. Already given myself some thought. Already given the matter some thought. If you don't mind, I'll call myself Rico. Reckon the guy deserves a second chance. See you around, Joe. Alright, that's the end of today's episode. Thanks for watching, and I hope you'll join us again next time.